Say a monologue.
A monologue? What? I don't even know what a monologue is.
Yes, you do. I heard you rehearsing one in the bathroom.
I didn't know anyone was in there.
Me either.
But I wasn't even saying a monologue. I was just speaking loudly and melodically.
That is how monologues work. Pick a song and speak it like that. Morgan, what's your favorite song?
Wagon Wheel.
Speak it.
What?
Speak Wagon Wheel.
Speak a song. Speak a song. Headed down south to the land of the pine. Strumming my way into North Carolina. Staring up the street, I swear to God. I see headlights.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said you talk a song.
I was wrong. You can't go to New York next week. You can go to New York now.
What?
You're that good. But,
what? No!
But, can I give you a note?
Yeah, please.
When you speak a monologue, you want to speak from here.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Do you feel that?
Oh, I feel, yeah.
Breathe. I want to make sure you feel that.
Yeah, definitely I feel.
Okay.
For sure.
See how you want to breathe from there?
Yeah.
So take a deep breath with me. With me. Come on, silly. Do you feel that?
Do
you feel safe?
I feel you, yeah.
And don't worry, there are no other teachers around at this time.
I don't.
So no one's going to get the wrong idea.
No,
Okay.
I don't want them to. I know.
It's okay, you're safe.
Yeah, you too.
I know. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Try the monologue.
Okay.
Okay. You got this. You got this.
So, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel.
Perfect.
Rock me, mama, any way you feel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mama.
Yes.
Rock me.
Good job.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the pine.
Good job.
Rock me, mama.
What the hell are you doing? Stop!
Oh wait, I thought because we had a
thinking?
moment you touching.
What were you
touching.
thinking?
You were touching.
What were you thinking?
I thought you were holding me and it was.
I'm your teacher. I'm teaching you, Morgan.
No, I'm sorry. I misread it. I'm sorry. I was acting.
This is not the first time.
I was acting.
I thought you were an actress. I thought you were an actress.
Please, I was.
I thought you were interested in the craft, not in the teacher.
No, I am. I just read the moment. I am. Please.
I am so disappointed in you.
No, please don't be. Please.
You know what? Take a moment. Take a feel for the classroom. It'll be your last time you're out of the play.
No, Mr. Platt, please.
You're out. You're out. Okay, you're out. You're just Morgan.
No, please, Mr. Platt.
Do not beg.
No, please. Please, no, please.
Morgan, I am your superior. Take a moment. Only God can help you now.
Mr. Platt, wait!
What?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
She's acting it.
Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses,
as we forgive those who
trespass against us. But lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom and the power.
No, that's where the priest talks.
What?
That's the part where the priest talks.
No, it's and thine is the kingdom and the power and
No,
glory.
the priest says it and then we talk back.
Episcopal?
Catholic.
Oh, there we go. That's the difference.
Oh my God.
In the Episcopal Church, you
the
say...
nuances, it's like, they're all like same parent company.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
a little bit different.
The Catholic Church isn't saying for Isaac in the power of the Lord forever.
No, we don't. The priest does, and then we talk back.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I think I sometimes think that they're more the same than they actually are. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I think they are, but there's a lot of difference in like the rhetoric.
Yes, and I think that's hugely important.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm only 17, so like I'm figuring it out. And I'm like, I guess I'm more spiritual than still like subscribing to the church. But
okay, first of all, go on that journey. Go on that journey. I was on that journey myself as an adult, and your teacher I hope you look at this condescending, but I found there to be real structural value in the church. It does satisfy a lot of my needs right now.
Oh yeah, I
just don't close it off.
It's like really cloying patriarchal institution.
There are a lot of problems. I just don't turn it off.
Oh yeah, I might turn it off.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, you're the age to do that. Oh wow.
Yeah, I pardon me for like saying, but like I found it so interesting, like studying in the church, like where these religions came from, because it's like if you look at like Aristotle and you even look at like it's interesting. I read this in a podcast, and it's like the church was started between like a Greek and Roman, like two different outsets started, but they didn't even speak the same language. And if you read
Saint Augustine.
Augustine, yeah,
exactly.
If you read his confessions, it's like he had his own ideas that were the same, but it's like.
But he didn't have the Greek translations.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Oh my God, it's very fun to have an informed conversation about these types of things.
It feels good to talk to a peer.
Yeah. Would you want to get coffee sometime and actually talk about that?
I would adore that. Because you have to get the branch.
Yes, I do have to get the branch. Oh God, thank you. You have we're friends on Facebook, so you can message me?
Yes, I have your friend.
Okay, great, because this is an inappropriate relationship.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I went to a grocery store, as I told you. I've been to many places. I've been to grocery stores, I've been to museums, I've been to buildings, I've been to zoos. I love zoos, I love animals. What can I say? I got a bunch of favorite animals. One animal I do not like is the panda bear. I don't like the panda bear. I think the panda bear is stupid. Is that fair? Is that fair to say? The panda only eats bamboo, and I think that's insane. Truly, it's not because of the consistency. I can relate to the consistency. I've had General Tso's chicken so much, to me it's like General. So what? But I think it's crazy because pandas only eat bamboo, and bamboo is a nutrient-deficient substance. So the energy the panda receives from eating the bamboo is exhausted in the act of consumption. It's a negative feedback loop. It's insane, but it hasn't stopped me from writing a joke about pandas. So this is a doctor talking to a panda. Hey, thank you for coming. What's wrong?
Doctor, I'm not feeling well. There's a pain deep in my stomach.
Okay. Well, what's your diet like? What have you been eating?
Bamboo. Exclusively bamboo.
Okay. Well, I'm going to write you a prescription for some more bamboo. The doctor was a panda the whole time. Why would the panda go to a human doctor? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's really hot today. Thank you for making it out. So, for those of you listening here tonight,
I'm sorry, we started? Have we started?
Yeah, we started the podcast.
Did you press record? So it's been
it's been recording the whole time.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
so
we-
you're into it.
Yeah, we just like to keep things like fresh and
Okay.
not like this is going to be a conversation. Just to let you know.
Great, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so everybody listening today here we have Tim Platt. He is a comedian, and he's recently been causing a stir on Facebook. And I guess this is a little bit insidery, but so the comedy community is kind of all up on and a little bit on fire, I guess, because of Tim's comments on Facebook. And we've decided to just dedicate this whole episode to exploring what he's been saying. So Tim, whenever you're ready, just talk about it.
First of all, I want to say thank you. I'm a fan of this podcast. I was hoping to be on here for comedy and not for...
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I said stuff that people... I think I'm a comedian first, but that involves being a truth teller, I truly believe.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said my truth, and people got upset, which I understand. And I guess to talk about Facebook, I mean, if we can take the medium of Facebook seriously for a second, like I didn't post my opinions about it at all until recently.
Right, you used to do these, you and I had this ongoing bit of those cat memes that we used to write under.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
Yeah,
that was super great.
Yeah, for anyone who's listening, I would get the cutest picture of the cats I could find, and then I would just write nonsense. Like I would do, this is gonna be a bad example, but just a cute cat, and it'd be like, the belly is bigger than, the champion.
That one's really funny. But you did this one about, it was like a cat on top of a teapot, and you said, "No way, don't come any closer."
Yeah. That one's huge on Reddit somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah, that one went pretty viral.
Yeah, I mean, you make so many of them, and some of them you do get a feeling of like this one's gonna hit, and those ones never hit. And it's always like the sort of weirder, smaller ones that somehow get the audience, at least on the internet,
Yeah, I mean, my favorite part of those were the comments afterwards, where people would just add on more stories to that.
It was
actual meme.
Yeah, it was a collective.
That was I guess, your friendlier days. Now in Facebook you've been, I'm sorry to say, but a little bit defensive and kind of attacking people in a way. To be honest.
First of all, I still do the cat memes. So those haven't stopped.
Awesome.
I have not been attacking people. I have not been defensive. I have defended a few points.
I mean, you have blocked people on Facebook just because of their responses to the stuff that you're saying.
Only when they're not contributing to the conversation.
Okay. Well, will you talk?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
About what it is that you're actually saying, so our listeners could.
Yes.
Can get the inside scoop.
Just to give you some backstory, I only posted cat memes and jokes and posted about my shows and stuff like that. And then I just started paying attention to the world, what was happening in politics, and I felt like I had to sort of say my piece. I feel like I had to be a responsible citizen. You have to sort of speak.
Right.
And so I did, and people responded as they want to. Often childishly. There's some people who I thought were respectful, and a lot of people who weren't contributing to the conversation. And
what exactly were you saying?
All I said was that women don't believe in truth with a capital T.
And what does that mean?
I mean, it's science. It doesn't mean it means what it is. It's science, but let me explain. Okay.
Okay.
So, what do men like?
Whatever they want.
Sports.
Okay.
Men like sports, right?
Sure.
And men watch sports, right? And what are sports? Okay, sports are.
I know.
Sports are physical, concrete activity. You see, that the ball physically goes in the hoop. That's a physical truth. The man physically crosses the field. All right, that's a physical truth. You can't argue with that. That's logic, right? You can't argue with a physical truth. And so what do men do? When they watch sports, they use statistics. They use strategy. And so they're learning these ways of thinking and constructing with the world that are based on concrete facts, okay? So it comes from a center that is healthy because it's reality. Women, generally, don't watch sports, but watch soap operas, right? And so what are soap operas, right? They are these, they're not physical reality, but sort of social reality, which is flimsy nonsense. So they're doing the same thing that men are, you know? They're watching for strategy. Right? So while men are learning strategy based on sort of concrete physical activity, women are learning it based on these like sort of social, Jeffrey cheated on Diane, and so now Diane can go out with like Mark, you know? They're learning how to strategize and think based on something that inevitably doesn't mean anything. So the grounding of their logic is flawed, empty, and wrong.
I'm sorry, Tim, but I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Okay, sure.
You know, not all men partake in physical activity. First of all, they, you know, some people are even in wheelchairs. Maybe even don't have eyes.
Okay.
Aren't able to see sports. Maybe have no interest in sports.
Okay.
And there's also a spectrum of gender too.
Okay.
In between, I think that you're just.
Yeah, no. Okay, so first of all, you're not listening. I said generally, so.
Right, but how can you speak generally and treat women like this monolithic entity and then just think that I don't know, you're not accounting for like half of the world's population and you're
First of all, I'm feeling pretty attacked, okay?
I'm not attacking.
Okay, well, you know, with the viewers listen to that.
We're friends.
Okay, yes, we are friends. I am treating women as a monolithic entity. Those are your words, and I don't think that's unfair because women are innately herd creatures.
I'm sorry, but I think what you're saying is insanely dumb. I think it's just totally. I know we're friends, but this is just insane.
Okay, think about it like this. Okay. Think about it in terms of sexuality, right? You know, you always have to talk about sexuality. Men like what they like no matter what. You know what I mean? A guy just likes what they like and nothing's gonna change that, you know? Women, all right, they can't tell if they like the guy or not, you know? They have to like all conference in the bathroom to figure out if they actually think he's attractive or not. So already, that's that aspect of needing agreement. It's like the tyranny of agreement before objective truth, which comes from the soul and spirit, okay? So, similarly, look at something like fashion. What is fashion? There's no objective truth to fashion. It's just women agreeing that one thing is
there
right.
are plenty of men in fashion.
I said generally.
Well, where are these general things coming from? Like, do you even read? I don't understand what's going on. You know?
Can we turn
and how can you even be talking to me if you think that I'm like these women that you're talking about?
Can we stop recording? Can we stop recording? Is that all right? Can we stop recording? Are we not recording?
Let's just keep.
Are we not? Can we just stop? Can we stop the recording for a second?
Let's just keep talking because then it's gonna be weird after. Like I won't be able to.
Can we stop the recording, Lorelei?
All right. Tom, can you turn all the mics off, please?
Should I actually do that?
What's up? What the fuck? You said you would hear my side.
Yeah, I'm hearing your side.
No, you're not. You're gonna edit this to make me look better.
I'm sorry.
What am I? What the fuck? What the fuck? I thought we were friends. You told me you wouldn't listen to me. No, you're attacking me. And you gave just like sound bites. If people heard the whole thing, they would know I was right. But you're gonna edit it to all these little sound bites and people the fucking bad guy. What the fuck?
I want people to understand what's going on. I just want, people to...
No, you can ruin my career with this, Lorelei. Do you know what this could do to a comedy career? I don't believe you. Say it louder.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe you. Say it louder.
I'm sorry.
Say my name.
Tim Platt, I'm sorry.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna go and you can just fucking not use this shit. I'm not signing bullshit. Why?
Don't you? I mean, you can't because they're locked from the outside. The doors are locked from the outside. So just stay. Just stay. It's not a big deal. Just stay. Don't give me that weird face. Just fucking stay.
Well, I'm not gonna talk.
I don't know what I have to say. Like, it's so obvious. I believe in everything you're saying.
Ha. Okay.
No, I'm not kidding. I believe everything you're saying.
What are you talking
women don't believe the truth. Okay. Lesbians aren't real people. You know, men deserve all the power. I mean, I have a dad, I have a grandfather, I have a brother, and they've built stuff with their hands, and I've seen that while the women are just laying around and doing nothing. Like, I know what men have to go through, and I'm sorry that I'm doing this, but just fucking, like, look at me, you know? I want to make it in the entertainment business, and I'm having a hard time.
Break the cycle.
I can't break the cycle. Fucking look at me, okay? What? Look at the color of my skin.
I never would.
Just look at.
That's not what I was talking about.
It's fine. It's fine.
But it's not. I was not.
You know, they're not gonna let me in. You know, would you do me a favor? Just say, this is a really fun game for me. Could you say these names? Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Lena Dunham, Miranda July, Lorelei Ramirez. Can you just say that for me?
Okay. Amy Poehler, Lena Dunham, Miranda July, Lorelei Ramirez.
Doesn't that sound nice?
I get it that they all have this one problem.
I can't treat people like you as equals, okay? I have to put you down, and I have to do it publicly, okay? And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to edit this to make you look bad. And I don't feel bad about that because this isn't about my career and it's not about you.
Well, okay.
And you knew that. No, you knew that when you came in. So you can't be giving me this.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna talk. Okay.
No, you are gonna talk. And if you don't want to talk, you can do a really simple thing. All you have to do, if you really want to leave and you don't want to do this anymore, all you have to do is hit me.
I'm not gonna die.
It's super easy. I can take a punch. Just all you have to do is hit me, and then we'll act like this episode never aired.
If I hit you, not to.
I won't do anything.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna stop.
I'll give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I'll count slowly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Paid Leave. We had just a couple of technical difficulties, but we're still here with Tim Platt. So Tim, why don't we pick up where we left off? If you could just sit down. Tim also needed to go to the bathroom, so more time was cut on that. But so yeah, Tim, just go right into it. What were you saying before we left?
So I was saying, those are two conversations between two people, and I wanted to sort of open this up for a second and have a conversation with all of you. You know, because you see, you know, it works kind of thematically, right? You know, like I do conversations with myself, you know, I do conversations with individuals. Now I have conversations with all of you, and I want to start that conversation by talking about something that I get a lot of trouble for talking about, I suppose, if I'm being totally honest. Like there's a sort of, people don't usually respond. Where I live in Brooklyn, and when I talk about this, people don't like it very much. But I'm just going to say, I'm going to trust you. We can have an open conversation. It's fine. It's a simple truth. It's that if you grew up, you know, in this country, then you are a Christian. So let's start with that for a second. And I'm not saying, and you all seem like a cool audience to go where it all. I'm not saying that Christianity is correct. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it is right and another religion is wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you grew up in this country, the extension of yourself, you won't find happiness without agreeing to some part of the Christ metaphor. Okay, you know. So once again, it's not. People always blow this out of proportion. They always go like, oh, you're saying that, you know, that Islam is incorrect, or that, you know, Buddhism is incorrect, or Judaism. Like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the way this country was founded, and the institutions of this country, and the culture of this country, honestly, if you grow up inside of that, you need that Christ metaphor somehow. You can say you're Jewish, you can say you're Muslim, you can say you're Buddhist, you can say you're atheist or agnostic, but you're not. You're a Christian. You're a Christian, you know? I mean, it's like, it's obvious to me. I understand that it's like
just as obvious as the other.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. It's just as obvious as the other. You know, it makes sense. Thank you. I am a part of a church. Okay, I am part of a church. It's really cool. It's like it's a church that basically it admits all the fucked up parts of Christianity's path. You know, like being like, fuck it. Let's like disavow the awful shit. It's disavow the patriarchy. It's disavow the abuse. It's disavow the wars. And get to the kernel of good stuff. You know, get the kernel of good stuff. And it's really about forgiveness. About forgiveness. Would you? Hey, you right there. Would you be interested, just like, not here, but like talking about Christianity in my specific church with me at some point after the show?
In Brooklyn, or?
I mean, it started in Brooklyn, but it can go anywhere because like the church is so flexible, you know. Would you be interested in talking to me like this?
Sure.
Would you be open to it? Because I don't want to have like a wasted conversation.
Yeah.
You would? Okay, thank you. What's your name?
Hey.
Dave. Thank you so much. Hey, would you be interested? No. Okay. And sorry. Why is that? Why is that?
I don't have another.
Okay. Well, you're forgiven for that. Okay. How about both of you? Would you be interested in talking about this?
No interest.
No one. Why is why is that?
I'm not interested in religion.
Okay. Well, you're forgiven. You're forgiven.
I'll forgive you too.
Oh, thank you. I mean, he already has. So.
I will.
Yeah, but he already has.
She.
We don't go that far.
I saw a woman wearing a T-shirt that said, "I talk to God, and she is black."
Okay.
I talked to God and she's a black woman. Oh yeah.
Okay. We were believing shirts before the Bible. I guess that makes sense. Would you be interested in talking to me about this church?
I went to go visit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're forgiven for that. You're forgiven for that. Would you be interested in talking about this church with me? You would? Okay. Thank you. I should say real quick that
I'm totally interested.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still forgive you because we could all use the forgiveness. You know what I mean? So one more thing I should say about this church really quick. It's like, because you guys all seem really excited about it, which I really appreciate so much. Thank you. It's called the Church of Satan, but here's the thing, but it's not Satanism in any way. It's just like it's just what?
Luciferian.
No, it's not. It's the creators of the church thought it would be fun and ironic to name it the Church of Satan because it's about radical forgiveness. You know, it's the idea that Christ and God even forgave Satan. That's the sort of idea of the church. truly, but like they name it, oh, it'll be ironic, and like hipsters will like it. Because I'm like, just like, don't, just name it a cool name because it's actually a cool church, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's called that, but it's not that. You should know that like quickly about that. It's something that like I really disagree with the leaders because that name drives people away. I'm a really cool church. I want to bring out real quick. I want to bring out Upright Pasic real quick. It's Upright Pasic, and this is Lorelei Ramirez right here. They're very great. They're very great, and they helped me do these scenes. And now we want to do. And these are, first of all, these have obviously all been sort of curated discussions with slurred opinions and slurred perspectives. And we wanted to sort of open this up. It doesn't seem fair to have a show about conversations without sort of breaking that wall and being like earnest for a second, which is not something that is totally in my wheelhouse. But we do want to open this up to a degree of like a forum to see what kind of conversation we all can have together about the show or not about the show, just seeing how we all feel. To have like a real conversation, so you don't leave this with awful people. Right. All right. How about that? So let's just open this up for any questions or you can ask about the show if you want to, or you can just like talk about how you're doing, and we can sort of engage with that. Right? Does that work for you?
Yeah. What happened with the professor and the student?
Oh.
What happened with them?
Whatever happened to them?
In their world?
In that world?
Yeah.
I think we've written that far. What would you say?
I don't think we've been privy to that information yet. I hope that through discovery we can find what those characters' decisions were.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Mo Fry Pasic, myself, or Martin Elizabeth Fry Pasic, or Timothy Platt know that.
Yeah, so exactly. So thank you. We don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Great. Any other questions or thoughts or something you want to throw out there? Yes, thank you.
Honestly, thank you.
Yeah, that's, what was that? I don't know. You know, I have a really big problem with them. They've caused a lot of harm to me and my family. So I don't know. Maybe I'm too already starting off to negative on the subject of worms.
Well, I think that's because I would take the reverse. I think they're great. I think they make the Earth so much better for the for ecosystems, and they
I
really.
think also we're missing the point that worm actually is a definition for any sort of animal without limbs.
Is it?
It is.
Since when?
Like a snake is a worm.
It would fall under the worm category, yes.
A snake is a worm?
A snake's a reptile.
In technicalities, a snake would be considered a worm, yes.
Okay.
Original meaning of worm included snakes.
Oh.
Well, I guess Mo's right.
Okay.
Dragons.
Oh yes, it's true. Dragons are worms.
Dragons are worms.
That's true. Any other? So does that answer your question? Okay, great. Any other thoughts or questions?